Well, guys, it's over. Let me explain. Well, the jig's up, guys. Here is the bad news that I was gonna let you guys know on. So, we're just gonna call the company that I actually dealt with, let's just random name, let's call them Delta Rental Company. Now, I dealt with rental company for about, from until now, for about 2 years or so in a 3-year plan. And what happened was, I got tired of trying to remember to make sure I pay monthly. So I said, all right, well, I'll just go ahead and set up a automatic payment arrangement with them, and they'll take half out this time I get paid, half out the next time I get paid, and it's always paid, and it's automatic, and I don't have to worry about it anymore, or so I thought. So the first month went by, and I saw that the payment was coming out for the sheds. I didn't think anything of it. And I guess this is my fault, because I should have honestly just made sure I checked every single time to make sure the payment was coming out. But I didn't do that. And what happened was, someone called me up and said, Mr. Gibbs, you're late on your payments. I said, how am I late on my payments? Because you have to be current before you can start a payment arrangement. And then from there, you know, once you, the way I've got it set up, you don't have to worry about it. I've got the emails to confirm it. And the lady said, no, well, we messed up in some way, and instead of getting 2 payments per month, we're only getting 1/2 payment, and it just keeps rolling over, and it doesn't really show us, but I just caught it. So I said, okay, well, you know, can y'all correct this issue? Since I've sent them the email showing, hey, I filled it out correctly, it's something on your end. So the first lady, she said, yeah, that's fine, we take care of it, don't even worry about it. Okay, cool. I thought the situation was over with. And then I got a call a couple weeks later from a different woman. It sounded like a black woman. She was very nice and said, Mr. Gibbs, your payment's not caught up. And I was like, how? Oh, well, we need you to pay an extra $200, and then we'll get you reset up again. And I said, well, hold up, wait a minute now. I thought everything was taken care of. Why now, if it's an automatic payment arrangement, do we have to do this? So, okay, against better judgment, thought I took care of that whole thing. Time goes by, and a couple weeks later, another lady calls me, and she's got an attitude. She's bitter. She says, I've been calling you, I've been emailing you, I've been this and that. And that's not true, because if anything, I check my emails religiously. But she says that, hey, you need to pay this much amount of money here to completely catch it up from there. And also, we've got a $150 cancellation fee and another setup fee and stuff like that that you got to pay just to get caught up, because this is your fault that you weren't paying. And I said, well, I wasn't paying. Well, what are you talking about? I just took care of it before. But anyway, she didn't want to speak to me. Oh, well, the thing has already gone to the repossession company and this and that and the other. It's not going to hurt your credit since it was rent to own, but you know, we're going to take it. Now, mind you guys, if you remember in my shop walkthrough, I had lights, I mean, multiple outlets from a welder, for all of that stuff. And basically it was, you have 2 weeks to come up with this obscene amount of money, and then you can continue on with your payments that's automatically supposed to be scheduled, and everything will supposedly go away. And I tried to speak to multiple different people. I tried to speak to the repossession company, as it were, and none of those people were very helpful at all. They just kind of gave me the proverbial middle finger and was like, screw you, basically, you know? And I find it funny that, hey, I'm 2 years in a 3-year thing, and it's almost going to be paid for, and you kind of screw me over like this. So they gave me the ultimatum, and I said, you know what? Not feeling that. Peace. So I unloaded all of my stuff, and I'm still trying to find room for the rest of my stuff, but I got all my stuff out, and they just came and pulled the shed and got it on out of here. So that's the first thing. And you know, I've been kind of battling being down and frustrated and angry some days too, because hey, you know, I handle business appropriately. Why are they not handling business appropriate? Like, it was the lack of communication therein, and it was very shisty. I'll be completely honest with you. And then I was depressed. I'm saying, you know, how am I going to come up with any kind of content for you guys you know, because, you know, my bread and butter here that I would be inside is no longer there. So that's what we got going on. But don't be afraid, guys. I will create content out of my behind of rainbows if I have to and make something happen. So that's really what's going on. So I'm still working out the full future of this channel of Atomic Garage, but feel rest assured that I will have regular content that's going to come up. I've got another video already made for next week that will already drop on Tuesday at 12:30, so that's still good, and I'm going to continue making content as best as I can. Now then, after this whole situation, I had another thing that just really gut punched me, and it hurt pretty bad. My wife, she went to a grocery store and she had her keys in a buggy, and you know, you step to the side of the buggy, or you may go a little bit further down and grab a few things, but you're right there by your buggy. Somebody swiped my wife's keys, and my wife noticed that her keys were missing. She went looking all over for it, went down previous aisles, couldn't find it. She left the cart, checked the cart again, nothing in there. She went outside to the car was there, the car's locked, and it's a Nissan Altima with keyless entry, so the car won't lock if it senses the keys are inside of it. It won't lock from the door or anything like that. So the key's not inside the car. And she goes back inside the grocery store. She gets a clerk to try and help her. Can't find it. She goes back outside to the car. Look all the way around. Did I drop it around it or anything? No. Car's still there. No keys. She goes back inside. She's getting frustrated. She asks another clerk to help her again. She goes back outside. No car at all. Yep. Somebody swiped the keys and they took off. So they got a 2012 Nissan Altima, and that was another gut punch, and that kind of hurt. And the police is still trying to look into it, and of course there's no cameras on the outside of the grocery store, only on the inside, but they still haven't found anything. And part of me feels like I'd do better myself if you give me a badge and a gun, and I probably could do a better job at trying to find my cars than they are. But you know, whatever. I can't get in contact with nobody that's dealing with the case, supposedly. So that's another thing. So now I'm down another vehicle. So that's been a little bit something else that's been a downer for me, that I haven't been feeling all that great and really wanting to get out and film some stuff between this and car missing and all of that stuff. So that's what we got going on. Just a little life update, as it were, on what's going on. But on a positive note, on the front of getting into our house, buying this house, we are moving in the right direction. There's a few things on my credit that I'm still getting off of, so we're waiting on an update on the credit for things to be finished taking off and all of that good stuff. But I'm hoping within another month, hopefully a month, maybe a month and a half, hopefully everything will be where it needs to be to move in to the new house with the separate 2-car garage, and then I would feel really good. But I'm right on the edge. I'm right on the edge, so we're moving in the right direction with that. And when I get that place, then we're going to explode with all kind of content and so much more things that I can do. Because as much as I love working on cars, I don't like doing it outside. I don't like doing it on the dirt. I don't like getting dirt in my butt crack. I don't really care for it, and that oil mixing with dirt, and it's annoying. But I'll have concrete floors, then we'll see about getting a lift installed. So we're just taking one crisis at a time. If we can get all of those averted, we can move on to better days. So that was just an update on what we got going on, just to give you an idea on what's going on and what that bad news was. But we will make it. Life is like a picture. You got to take the negatives to develop it. Point blank, period. So we're gonna keep it going. But thank you guys for checking out my channel and for looking and commenting and liking and sharing and everything. I sincerely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new, consider subscribing to the channel. That's the only way you're gonna quickly be able to find this channel and be able to see the content that I'm giving. And if there's something that you want to see or review or anything like that, if it's within my ability, drop a comment below. I will answer you because I see everybody's comment, and we can go from there. So thanks again, guys, for checking it out. Peace out, guys.